I think one of the greatest gifts my dad ever gave me is that he just loved my mum my whole life. I just watched my hero love my mum, the person I looked up to the most. Like, just he was crazy about my mum. You know, he looked after her, he encouraged her. I just have all these memories of them laughing, loving each other, looking after each other. And when I did see them fight, I always got to watch them resolve. So I learned this process of loving someone isn't perfect, but there is a process of resolution.
Very, very important.
Because you were never coached.
Never coached, I am very successful.
What is the meaning of that, sir?
Once you are coached, you need coaching lifelong. You are dependent on somebody's guidance. You know why people coach? I will tell you, this is very important for the new generation mothers to understand. I read once, I don't understand. I read second time, I don't understand. I read fifth time, I have understood. Now if I am lazy enough not to read fifth time, now I need a coach for my first time reading. And this, once you have become used to that coach teaching you, you will never be able to think and understand and learn by yourself.
So you think the real coaching is teaching people how to think and not what to think?
Exactly. I'll tell you, current coaching, what is going wrong. They improve your megabytes. They don't improve your megahertz. Understand what is the difference?
Yeah.
Megabytes is memory.
They don't improve processing.
Megahertz is speed of thinking.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It is a new day. We thank the good Lord. It's a new day. Thank God it is a new day. So good to see you again. It's me again, WJ. Are we raising mentally weak children? Soft generation rising. Well, whether you have a child today, a kid, or not, I think it applies. It applies to everybody. The impact is felt everywhere. We all say it, we all see it. How is the next generation been built? There's no discipline. There's no respect. They're running buck wild. You can hardly tell them anything. They can't handle anything on their own. We are raising a weak next generation. We've heard this saying so many times. It takes a village to raise a child. Well, what that really means, every parent, every adult, we are all on the same parental wavelength, speaking the same parental language, but we know that's not the case. So what can we do? Well, we're going to watch a series of videos, trying to address, point out what we can do, what we're doing, because I think the current generation parents are the problems. We're doing a little too much for the kids. We are overprotecting them. And we've heard this so many times. I know I can say that. A lot of my friends my age and older, we always say, I wasn't raised like this. Ain't no way my dad would let that fly. Ain't no way my mama is going to let that fly. So why are we letting it fly today? Hence, we can see the result. We want to raise our kids differently, build them differently, but want them to be like us. But that's not happening. So we have to have some change of mindset. Yes, society is different, but standards should not be different. We can adapt our standards into the new society. Let's take a look at this few videos. Please put your comments in the comment section below. And there's a couple coming up that are quite interesting. There's one by Jeremy Holloway. If you don't follow him, you can follow him. He's going to analyze what's going on here. And I'm going to just let him speak. And then you have a last one that gives some suggestions on what we can do to be better parents, to raise the next generation, such that they can learn to be independent the right way. Take a look at this.
We are raising mentally weak children because we overdo for them. One of the concepts in the book I really love is if you do too much for your children, you are increasing your self-esteem by stealing the errors. Wow. That we develop mental toughness by solving problems. So if my daughter would forget her homework at home, nobody's bringing it to school. If she didn't bring a jacket on a cold day, even though her mother told her to, nobody's bringing her the jacket. It's so important to, when a child says, I'm bored, rather than you fix it, just say, I wonder what you're going to do about it. And then shut up. Let them begin to figure out their problems, or the solutions to their problems, rather than being overly involved with them.
Wow. You know how I'd like to summarize that, what this man just said? It's good to give a man fish, but it's better to teach them how to fish. Wow. We've got to raise these kids where they're responsible for themselves. Be accountable. That's where accountability begins. I totally agree. Don't run around for them. You keep doing it, they wouldn't care. And what typically happens, they get into adulthood and take that into their relationships. And trust me, you and I can attest to this. One of the problems in relationship, people, one side cares and the other doesn't. Because either one wasn't raised properly and the other was raised properly, and then they clash. That's why you find a lady in the home picking up after a grown man. You don't know where to put your socks in the laundry basket. You got to be taught that as an adult. You don't know how to clean up yourselves. I mean, these are things that parents should let kids do by themselves so they don't become useless to their spouses or their significant other in the future and the society at large. It's so important. We can't overprotect them. We can't overdo everything for our kids. They've got to be responsible. Well, take a look at this next video I told you about. This is from Jeremy Holloway. We're going to listen to it, and he's going to analyze it himself. And then I'll go to the last video that gives us some good suggestions. So take a look at this.
Who you putting first, your son, your father, or your husband?
My son. I'm putting my son first, my father, then my husband.
My son, and then my daddy, and then my husband.
My son. And then who?
My father, then my husband.
Why the husband last? Let me know something.
Because regardless if me and him together or not, my daddy and my son gonna be there, so
Your
Son and husband, or my son, my husband, then my dad.
my son, my father, my husband, yeah.
Okay, why y'all put husband last? Let me know something.
I love my daddy and I love my son. I can't.
I birthed my son, why wouldn't he be first? And my daddy, like, that's my daddy, come on. You my husband. Husband, son, father. I feel like if I get married, my husband is supposed to be like the head of the house. That's supposed to be, the leader or whatever. And then,
Someone gets it.
Let me try to help these young ladies out, because apparently the older women, the mature women, are not giving back or not reaching their hands out and trying to help these young ladies. Sweetheart, your husband comes first. Why? Because if you and your husband is good, you and that child is going to be good. Your children grow up in a good household. Now your daddy, he had his time with you. Your daddy gonna respect that because you and that man is good. See, what you gotta realize, your daddy don't want to come before your husband or your child. If your daddy can love you like you his daughter, because your daddy know that one day he not gonna be here. And he need to leave you in the hands of somebody who's gonna protect you, love you, and honor you just as much as he did. So your father himself is gonna want the husband to go before him.
That's right.
So to the young ladies out there, please understand the husband comes first. And if you reverse it, for me, my wife will come first, then
Absolutely.
my child, then my mom. That's how it's gonna work. That's how it's gonna be. I've seen so many people have the conversation of who gets the front seat if your mom and your wife get in the car. My wife. Mama get in the back.
Absolutely.
My mom wouldn't even allow herself to get in the front seat if I got a woman. Mama go straight to the back. Now, girl, you better get in that front seat. I get in the back. I get chauffeured around. I ain't got a problem with it. Women don't got a problem with the back if they in a Maybach. If they get driven around, when they get in an Uber, they don't got a problem getting in the back. They get in the front seat. Why is the front seat so important when it come to y'all mama? At the end of the day, to the young ladies out there, understand your husband should go first. This is one of the reasons why a lot of y'all become single moms so fast. Because when you become a parent, you forget that you are a wife. You are still a wife. You get so focused on being a mom to where you end up becoming a single parent, because now all the love you once gave the man, you only give that love to the child. The man gets overlooked. Then now, not just that, now you're putting your daddy over that man. So this man is supposed to be leading your household, protecting you at all costs, making sure you and this child is good. Make sure you ain't got to worry in the world. This man has to worry about you putting everybody over him. Why he putting you before everybody? Make it make sense. This is why this simple mentality is why so many of y'all become single moms. Right there. But hey, who am I? I'm just trying to help the young ladies out, because apparently the women on social media are not doing it. You got the little sparkle, twinkle, twinkle, what's the name? Twinkle, twinkle, sparkle, sparkle. Whatever. You got her misleading these women for her clicks. Like so many of them.
Well, he said it all. The moral of the story there, for me, train up a child in the way he or she should go. So when they get old, they know what to do. I don't really blame this young ladies or young boys. Quite frankly, I think I blame us, the parents. We're doing too much. We're over pampering these kids. We've got to let them out. They've got to grow up. They've got to be responsible. They've got to be accountable early in life. Let's always remember, some kids don't know their parents because their parents were not around. They passed away before they even grew up, but they survived. So we can't use the excuse and say the dad is not in the house, the mom is not in the house. Some kids don't have any parents, and they were raised well. All in all, we've got to do a better job as the older generation raising the next generation. We can't keep raising mentally weak children. We've got to support them, yes, but they have to be more responsible and more independent. We guide them as they go. Well, take a look at this last video, and then we just wrap it all up. He said it all. Take a look.
4 ways to raise mentally strong children from a licensed therapist. Number 4, let them sit in their feelings. When a child is upset, it's tempting to distract them with things like handing over a tablet or suggesting a fun activity. While this might stop the tears temporarily, it teaches them to escape their emotions instead of processing them. For example, if your child is sad about losing a game, sit with them and say, "It's okay to feel disappointed. I'm here if you want to talk about it." Help them ride the wave of their emotions instead of running from it. Learning to face difficult feelings head on builds resilience and emotional strength that they'll carry into adulthood. Number 3, allow natural consequences to play out. Parents often step in to prevent their kids from making mistakes because they want to protect them from pain. For instance, if a child forgets their homework, letting them face the consequences at school helps them learn accountability. When it's not a safety issue, allow natural consequences to happen. This teaches them that it's okay to mess up. It's how we grow. Number 2, encourage stepping outside of their comfort zone. If kids are overly shielded, they may grow up hesitant to try new things. Imagine a shy child who avoids speaking up in class. Encouraging them to share one idea during a family discussion or participate in a new activity can slowly build their confidence. Make it a family habit to do something slightly outside your comfort zone. This helps them expand their boundaries and embrace challenges. Number 1, help them name their feelings. When children can name their emotions, they gain the tools to respond thoughtfully instead of acting out impulsively. For example, imagine a child throwing a toy out of frustration. If they're able to say, "I feel angry because my block tower fell," they've already taken a step towards managing their feelings. Teaching kids to name their emotions isn't just about words. It's about giving them power over their reactions.
Wow. So straight to the point. I love this. I love that. Are we raising mentally weak children? Soft generation rising. Remember, it takes a village to raise a child. We have to do better as parents. The older generation have to do better. We have to let them fly by themselves. Let them loose, but guide them as they're doing it. Please put your comments in the comment section below. Let us know what you think. I'll be coming back with more pieces. You know how we like to wrap it up. We never like to leave without reminding ourselves that we always remember we've got one life, we many seasons. So let's make the best of it. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. You take care now. Bye for now.